Well, Kumo Straight Razor Shavers. Ah, shit, that's the wrong channel. Anywho, it's Rob from the Razor's Edge, and reason why I started off with Eric's intro is because I'm doing a Cajun blade shave today. I'm going to be doing lavage. Love the stuff, smells fantastic. I'm going to follow that up with a little bit of caramel tobacco. I already got my pre-shave on. I tried something different today. I kind of semi-lathered up, or did a thin lather with the lavage, and kind of let that all, I worked it in, let it kind of do its thing while I was setting everything up and getting my lather ready and all that kind of stuff. I then rinsed that off with my hot towel, did my normal pre-shave, a little bit of Pro Rosso Blue. And today, I'm trying out a new razor to me. This is a Friodur 14. Absolutely beautiful blade. Honed this up on a Ledrosante cuticle, so it's got a strictly cuticle edge. It was HHTing between 4 and 5. It seemed pretty good. Another thing I'm going to start doing is, this is my my custom Opus brush with the badger tip. But another thing I'm going to start doing is I really want to start shaving more often and conditioning my skin, especially on my neck where it's most sensitive, to be able to handle straight razor shaving at least every other day. I kind of had my skin to the point where I could do that, and then I backed off and started doing every like 3 to 5 days. And in a nutshell, I undid the progress that I was making, and kind of taking Greg Gallant's advice that he had given me a while back, and basically just said, if you want to shave every day, just start doing it. The skin will figure it out. So I'm just going to start shaving every other day, and hopefully I can get to a point where I'm shaving every day without feeling like I'm getting a ton of razor burn. Ooh. I also have my 4/8 Boker Abalone edger. I haven't really used that one in a little while, so figured it was time. And I gave myself a ton of lather over here, so my bowl is pretty chock full. So I got plenty. I'm not in a rush today. I don't feel like shredding myself, and in getting my skin conditioned to be straight razor shaved more often. So if this video takes longer, I apologize. It is what it is. I did not mute these edges. Some razors I feel like I really need to mute the edges. Let me readjust here. And some razors I feel pretty comfortable not muting the edges. So in conditioning my skin, this might not be a full 3 passes, but I can tell you right now, this cuticle edge feels really good, and it's obviously taking hair, so I did something right. As soon as I'm done with the shave, I'm going to go on Subtle Arts website, and I'm hoping Joe put that new soap up so I can grab some. Sean Staplefeld for Christmas had given me a discount code. And today's the day I get to use it. So you're not going to be seeing me doing any long strokes today. I'm going to do probably a lot of buffing, just because, like I said, I'm not really looking to shred myself today. This edge is extremely comfortable off that Ledrosante, and it's doing its job. So I figure while I'm conditioning my skin to shave more often, I'm gonna probably be mainly using conical edges because they're so comfortable. And I would have to say, so far so good with this razor. It feels a lot like my Philly 14. And in my last shave video, I said that I had the video all set up for those the black and green shadow. But I went and looked at that video, and my dogs kind of freaked out at the end because my wife and my son came walking in right at the end of it, and there was a couple talking points that I meant to bring up that I kind of forgot. So I'm probably going to redo that video, and that's all there is to it. So when I'm done with this shave, I'll probably be doing that. And yeah, this edge feels so comfortable, I don't even think I'm going to use my edger. And let's lather up again. That was very successful. I didn't feel any irritation whatsoever. So between Eric's phenomenal slick soap, a good edge, taking my time and trying to get some good technique, I'm pretty happy. Because I shaved 2 days ago, and this shave is actually more comfortable than that. I think I was going on a 3 or 4 day growth minimum. Just going to add a little bit of water to this. I'm actually going to squeeze some of this lather out. Squeegee it back into the bowl. I just gotta clean up this brush. Soap all over it. That might have been a little too much water, but that's okay. Now, I think the coolest part between Joe and Eric's soaps, which I use the most, is that they both guys have their own scent profiles that are so unique. Eric's very earthy, beautiful scent, and Joe has some that are like that, but Joe also gets into some stuff that's a little more like cologne-y, you know, a little bit more fragrant. He just has a lot more choices, if I'm being honest, as far as the different scents that he has at this point. And I feel like Eric is finally starting to catch up. I'm waiting till he gets back from vacation to try out that new barbershop scent that he has. I also have the original test version of his Bourbon Cowboy soap. And I know that he changed that formula a little bit as far as the scent profile and whatnot. I guess my review was that it was a bit too sweet smelling, so he manned it up a little bit, you know? He made it a little more masculine, which is fine with me. I was cool with it either way. I mean, I like to kind of go all over the gambit with the scents. I'm not a scent snob, if you will. I like to kind of try a little of everything. Let's see, how do I want to do this? All right, let's just do a straight up against the grain pass. Gotta say, this Le Dressante edge is really nice. And I always start with my left hand on my against the grain pass because even though I'm somewhat ambidextrous, I mean, it still feels like someone else is shaving my face, you know. And this, if I'm gonna get irritation, this is where it's gonna show up. And then against the grain pass. But so far so good. Between this edge and Eric's soap, I think we're having some success with trying to condition my skin here. Yeah, when I was honing this blade, it was one of those honings that's like a quick 20 minutes, and it just came out perfect. I barely had to do anything. It bevel set in five to 7 minutes, and it didn't take long before I was on my finish passes once I got past the Delicate. I'd have to say, seeing how I only shaved 2 days ago and I know how sensitive my skin is, this is definitely being successful. So my skin doesn't look too pissed off yet. That was all good. I'm just going to dry this razor. I can feel like it's a little wet. One thing I've noticed that's really been helping me, I was actually just talking to Devin about this, is that my stropping has improved quite a bit. I noticed that my leather strop that I originally bought, every time I used it, it seemed to take my blade backwards. You know, I'd be more or less getting a good HHT, and then I'd strop, and I'd go to HHT again, and it's like I'd lose my edge, or the edge that I had. You know, I'd lose some of the progress that I had made, and I took that original piece of leather off, and I got an extra piece of leather from Matt at Griffith, and I got some leather punches. Took the original strop apart and used the top bracket. I think it had 3 holes, and I just put it on it and used it and marked out the holes and punched them and put it all together. And ever since I've been using that piece of leather, it hasn't taken me back at all. So it's little things like that that just make a huge difference. So it's funny. Normally by now I would have felt some sort of razor burn irritation, and it's extremely minimal. So as long as I continue to have a nice light hand, I don't see a problem with my skin conditioning itself. And it's always the lower part of my neck. The hair goes in multiple directions. I mean, it kind of goes straight down and sweeps back, and kind of at the bottom it kind of sweeps up. My neck is just weird the way the hair grows. So I'm just going to be real gentle. On that last pass. pretty damn good. And I was able to do 2 passes and a cleanup pass. And minor irritation. That's to be expected today. It's not a Razor's Edge video unless you hear sirens coming out of the street. I mean, it's like I won't hear sirens all day. The second I hit that record button, forget it. Yeah, I think it might have helped doing a little bit of. See the way I'm throwing some lather on right now? I basically did that, worked it in, and let it just kind of sit and absorb into my skin while I was setting all my stuff up, and I feel like it made a big difference. I mean, I did my normal pre-shave. And here's where I want to be careful. Because if I'm going to get agitation, it's going to be on this pass. I got one spot back on my left side, and I think I'm good. Nope. Apparently, I got to recharge that suction cup that sucks to my mirror because it just let me know that it was losing suction, which means the battery's getting low. I barely have to charge that thing, and it works great. So, I gotta say, the Friodur 14, phenomenal. Just as good as my Philly 14 or that Werner Breedenbach. Any 14 that I have used, they all have that same beautiful kind of feel to them. Nice full hollow. Just clean myself up here. Looks like I got one tiny little nick right there, and that's it. Tiny bit of agitation on the neck, but minor, super minor. And I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing for that. If I get irritation, if I'm too heavy-handed, if my skin just doesn't feel like cooperating that day, I will use some alum on this shave, and I'm going to imagine the next 4 shaves doing it every other day. I'll probably have to use a little bit of alum. Yeah, it's very, very minor, just in that one spot. A little bit around the Adam's apple. Oh yeah. I'd say that was a success. Looks like I got a tiny little scratch right there, but that's what happens when you don't mute your edges sometimes. My next honing video, I'm going to show everyone how I personally like to mute my edges. And like I said, I don't do it on all my blades, just some of them that I know are a little more deadly than others. I will mute some of them, you know. So let's let that set up real quick. We're at 24 minutes, so yeah, this video is just a pinch longer than normal, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna rush through a shave to save a little bit of time. So what I do when I have agitation is I reach for this. This is this doesn't have any labels, but this is the CAJUN blade. Eric's he finally settled on the name Gator Grease, which I love the name. That's all I use. It's just that tiny little bit, because a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. I make sure my face has a little bit of moisture on it. And I just work this stuff in to my skin. And every time I use this stuff, if I have any agitation, I'd say within a half hour to an hour, all that agitation is just gone. And all I'm left with is possibly, if I nicked myself or scratched myself, I might have that showing, and that's about it. Any agitation, razor burn, it already feels better. This stuff is just skin food. I know Barber Dave did a video the other day, and he used it, and I know he put a lot on. You really don't need a lot of this stuff. I use it for the rest of my face as well. When I get out of the shower, instead of going for lotion, I go for this stuff. Up in New England, I'm in Rhode Island, and it was 12 degrees the other day when I woke up, and you put some of this stuff on, and it protects your skin against the harsh weather. I'll have to give you a different opinion in the summertime when it's hot out, 90 to 100 degrees. But as far as I'm concerned, that is some beautiful, beautiful skin food. And I'm very, very pleased with it. So happy with the Friodur 14, happy with the lavage as usual. And I'm not going to stop talking about that Gator grease post bomb. That stuff is fantastic. And anyone that disagrees, they're wrong. They're just wrong. So yeah, probably going to go remake that black shadow, green shadow video. So that's kind of what I need to work on today. One of the things I need to work on today. I still got a ton of lather. My dryer stopped working, so I got to go figure out what's going on with that, why it's not kicking out heat. It's probably the igniter or something like that, so I'll figure it out. Anyways, glad you guys could join me. Sorry the video went a little longer, but in this every other day shave conditioning thing, I'm not going to rush through it. As soon as I feel like my skin is adjusted, I'll go back to trying to make these videos under 20 minutes for you. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.